So AI isn't just sci-fi concept anymore. It's already part of your daily life, isn't it? Whether it's helping doctors diagnose diseases or making Netflix recommend your next binge-worthy show, AI is everywhere, quietly working behind the scenes, right? Well, at its core, AI is all about building machines that can think and act like humans. Well, this includes stuff like recognizing speech, solving problems, making decisions, and learning from experience, and even creating content. The point isn't just to automate tasks, it's to enhance what you can actually do. So, what exactly is artificial intelligence? Think of AI as a science of making machines smart, like giving software the ability to learn, reason, or understand language. Now, since the 1950s, right, people have been working on systems that don't just follow instructions, but can actually adapt and improve at the same time. And you're already using it more than you actually think. Siri, Alexa answering your questions, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Anthropic, or Netflix suggesting your own show. Self-driving cars, helping on highways, for example, right? Social media deciding what you see in your feed. Yeah, it makes things faster and smarter. But it's not about replacing humans. It's about working with us to solve problems we couldn't tackle alone. For example, the first type is narrow AI, right? Now, this is the type of AI you use most today. It's built for one specific job and does it well, but that's all it can do. For example, let me give you some examples of narrow AI. Voice assistants like Siri or Alexa. One task, one thing. Recommendation engines on YouTube or Amazon. They do one thing, right? Face unlock on your phone, just one thing. Customer service chatbot, for example. Here's some other examples. Gmail's fan filter, right? Now, these are all examples. What it does, it automatically detects and blocks spam, for example. And the way it works, it trains on tons of emails to recognize patterns and subject lines, senders, and content. So that is really narrow AI. It can't write an email or translate a sentence. It only knows spam detection. Bottom line, it's smart in one area, but completely clueless outside of that. The type 2, or the second type, is general AI or strong AI. Now we're talking about the big league, right? General AI is the kind of intelligence that can do anything a human can do. Think learning across subjects, solving problems it hasn't seen before, understanding emotions, and even thinking abstractly. Here's the thing. We haven't built this thing, by the way. It's still theoretical and in progress. If it ever becomes real, it could totally transform fields like medicine, healthcare, science, and education, but it also raises big ethical questions. Go check out my other video on this. Then we have type 3, which is superintelligent AI. This is a sci-fi stuff. AI is smarter than any human ever. Not just in logic or memory, but also in creativity, emotional intelligence, and strategy. It's still fictional for now, of course, but if we get there, it could solve global crises or cause major risks if not handled carefully. So, think Skynet from Terminator. Remember those movies, right? Jarvis from Iron Man. It's all real. All these examples that show AI is not just smart, but superhuman. Machine learning and how AI learns itself, right? Now, machine learning is how AI systems teach themselves on these models. So instead of following strict rules, they learn patterns from data. Now, there are three main types right here. There's supervised learning. You train it with labels and examples like spam versus non-spam. Then you have unsupervised learning. It finds patterns on unlabeled data, like grouping similar customers together. Then we have reinforcement learning. It learns by trying things and getting rewarded or penalized, like in self-driving cars. This is what helps AI keep improving the more it's used. Then you have deep learning, thinking in layers, right? It's a fancy type of machine learning, basically, that mimics how human brain works. It uses neural networks with lots and lots of layers to process huge amounts of data. Now, this really is the tech behind, for example, voice recognition, right? Image analysis, is another example. Autonomous vehicles, right? So as more data flows in, deep learning gets smarter and smarter every day. Natural language processing, NLP, is next, right? For example, allows AI understand human language. That's how a chatbot, conversational AI, even translation tools work. With NLP, machines don't just read, they understand tone, context, and intent. Well, computer vision, AI can actually see, right? It helps machines see and understand images and videos, kind of like human eyesight, and they tell you what those are. You'll find it in, for example, everywhere, like face recognition, right? Like medical scans is another example. Self-driving cars, like I mentioned earlier. Quality checks in factories is a great use case. It's already changing industries like healthcare, security, and manufacturing. Then we have generative AI, when AI creates for you. This is the cool stuff, where AI doesn't just analyze, it actually makes things for you. You have tools like, for example, Google, right? Or ChatGPT create images for you. And others can generate code, videos, music, and you name it, it's there. It's transforming how we create content across media, marketing, and education itself. Now, expert systems and robotics, for example, is another use case, right? Now, expert systems are AI tools trained to make decisions in specific fields like diagnosing illnesses or managing your finances. Robotics brings AI into the physical world, right? Allowing machines to move, sense, and act at the same time. Factory robots to robotic surgeons, these systems are making work more precise and efficient. Now, of course, there are some ethical concerns and the road ahead. Let me talk about those. As powerful as AI is, we need to be cautious, right? So let me give you some of the big concerns out there, right? For example, biasness. If AI is trained on biased data, it can reflect harmful stereotypes. Next, you have privacy. Tools like facial recognition can raise serious privacy concerns. Job loss, of course, yeah. Automation can, affect all these jobs out there, right? And fake content. Generative AI can be used to create misinformation. Pretty common. Then you have accountability. So if AI makes a bad decision, what do? Who's to blame? AI has the potential to solve some of the world's biggest problems, but only if you build it responsibly and with the right regulations and ethics in place. That's very important. AI continues to revolutionize industries. It's helpful to understand just how widespread its applications have become in our everyday lives. Now, beyond voice assistant and streaming recommendations, AI is actively using finance to detect fraud and credit risks, and retail to forecast inventory and enhance customer experiences with virtual fitting rooms. And in agriculture, drones that monitor crop health, for example. Even the energy sector benefits, right? Using AI to optimize smart grids and predict equipment failures before they actually happen. Now, these examples show that AI isn't just limited to tech. It's embedded in nearly every sector. Another useful distinction is between traditional software and AI systems. So, traditional software relies on fixed rules, right? What you program is what you get. In contrast, AI adapts. It learns from the data it's given and improves over time. Now, this makes AI more flexible and powerful, especially in situations where hard coding every possible rule isn't practical. The more data gets seized, the better it becomes, unlike a static piece of code that never improves on its own. But it's important to not overhype AI, I think, right? Despite its strengths, AI has real limitations. It requires massive amounts of high-quality data to perform well, which isn't always available to everyone. Training and running AI models can be resource-intensive. You need a lot of GPUs, right? And AI can process data at lightning speed. It still lacks common sense, something we humans use constantly. Now, in some cases, AI can even be misled, right? For example, like image recognition systems being tricked by subtle changes that fools their algorithm. So one of the most promising directions for AI is not replacing humans, but working alongside us. The best results often come from a mix of human creativity and emotional intelligence, with AI's ability to analyze massive amount of information quickly. Now, this collaboration or AI augments our decision making rather than replaces it is the sweet spot. It's not about humans versus machines, about building better outcomes together. Here are the key takeaways. So AI isn't just tech hype, it's already shaping our future as we speak. Whether it's your playlist, your doctor's diagnosis, or a chatbot helping customer support, AI is here and it's evolving fast. So at ClearDesk, it's all about making tech videos with latest trends. So make sure you give it a like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Syed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.